In this video, I'm going to tell you what I charge for my photo booth rental business. I've been doing this for 14 years. I've made well over $1 million in my journey as a photo booth owner. I do it differently, okay? I really try to think out of the box and sculpt my pricing in a way that'll not just benefit me, but benefit my clients. The more value you give, the more value you get. And in my case, value equals money. So let's talk about it. All of my rentals start off unattended. Let's just get that out of the way. I don't want to be there if I don't have to be. I know a lot of you guys disagree with me, but this is my business, and the way I like to do it is I don't want to be there. I'm concerned about saving my time, and if there's a possibility and a chance of me not being there, I'm going to go for it. So that's how we do it. So let me just start off with that. The photo booth drop off for the digital. That's just an iPad photo booth. We're using the Deluxe Duo to achieve that, right? iPad, stand, ring light. 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. We go there, we can set it up, break it down. That's the option they get, right? Digital photo booth for a 12-hour window. Not everybody books it for the full 12 hours. They may book it from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. That's fine with me, right? I'm okay if they have it for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours. If they want it before 11 a.m., after 11 p.m., we charge $100 for every hour. That's considered overtime. That's how we explain it, right? Because it's an 8-hour workday. They already get the 12 hours, so that's already overtime. So anything out of that range costs them extra, right? So just $300 baseline for that rental. We do have a $75 delivery and setup fee. The way I break it down, I don't just call it travel fee, because some people, it just sounds like you're just taxing, right? But if we explain to them, it's delivery, it's the setup, the breakdown. And I can tell them sometimes too, that process alone can be an hour and a half to 2 hours. If we're driving to you one way, setting it up could take 30 minutes, leaving, then coming back, and it's a process. My counter, like whenever someone's like, how can we not pay that fee? Then that's when I talk about the photo booth pickup, and we'll talk about that at the end. So if you're curious about that, we'll talk about that at the end, but $375 if they just want the booth only. No backdrop, no prop table, no upgrades. That's how we do it, because I'm able to promote a $300 rental and then hit them with the upgrades. So let's talk about the upgrades. About 30 to 40% of my business is made with those upgrades. Backdrop, $100 extra for backdrop. The prop table is a $50 upgrade. The battery pack, make your photo booth wireless, for $75. People are booking it because the way I'm pitching it, you guys, is if you get this upgrade, we bring the battery, I call it an electric generator. That's what I call it. And I tell them, like, you don't have to worry about power. You don't have to worry about the DJ taking all the plugs. You don't have to worry about none of that. Also, it'll be a cordless setup. No cable on the floor. No way anyone's going to trip on it. That's how we pitch that. I also withhold a lot of the features that the software has. So for instance, Boomerang GIF and video. My software that I use, LumaBooth, has these features. We charge $150 for them to get all of them. There are some cases where they may not want all, or maybe they're on a budget, like, hey, can you do it for 50? I'll say, well, I can give you the video option or the GIF or the other one if you just want one. So like, that's my favorite upgrade, because I'm just clicking buttons at that point. We also charge for the online gallery. That's a $50 upcharge. That's already free to me, but if my client wants all of the photos saved instantly on a link, they have to pay for that. Other upcharges, red carpet, right? We have a red carpet with some gold stanchions and red ropes, $150 for that. Yeah, I know. You'll be surprised how many people book that, right? Extra lighting. If they want it to, I just say better well-lit photos will give us, the extra light will give us more range of us being able to move the booth back, and it also elevates the look of the photo booth. We're typically charging about $100 for that, I believe. The little head props, I know I've made videos in the past where I showed you guys how to make those little head props on a stick. Those are $20 each. Other upgrades, let me see if I'm missing anything. Custom digital props. LumaBooth will allow you to upload your own digital props. We're charging $50 to $75 depending on how many they want. We also charge for the data. So if I get a corporate client that's interested in collecting phone numbers, collecting email addresses, that's a $75 fee if they want us to give them that data at the end. Also, LumaBooth has survey mode where you can ask a question to the person using the booth and collect that data. So we're charging our clients to get that. So that's basically the digital drop-off package. So if you're asking yourself, well, Uncle Drew, what if they want an attendant? $50 per hour added to whatever the package is when it's a drop-off. I do that on purpose because most people are attracted to the all-day rental. They love the fact that they can have it for 6 hours, 8 hours, and just pay one fee. So if I get somebody that wants it for 6 hours, if they want an attendant, you do the math. That's a $300 add-on. So like when they're asking like, well, we want the attendant, but it's a little expensive. Do we need one? You really don't. The digital setup is the most simplest setup and you're not gonna have any issues. Usually when we have an attendant there, they're just typically making sure the prop table is organized, which doesn't really affect the photo process and all of that because, your guests aren't gonna care if a hat is on the side it's not supposed to be or etc. And then the last thing I pitch here to get them to not do the attendant is also not having someone there will have a more private photo booth session. So if I'm there, maybe your cousin and his wife don't kiss or act a little, intimate because a stranger is literally 2 feet away. Oh, that makes sense. Perfect. Thanks for confirming. That's how we do it. I don't want to be there, you guys. I'm okay to miss out on $300 if that means I'll have the time on that day to go drop off 5 other photo booths, 6 other photo booths, or just to go do whatever I want, enjoy my life, right? So now we'll talk about printing. I know a lot of you guys are curious about the print price. $500 will get you the photo booth with the prints unattended. It's just the iPad booth, Deluxe Duo, the printer with the printer cover on it. 500, 2 hours. Then we're charging $150 for every extra hour on top of that. We do it at the 2 hour minimum because, we got to pay for the prints, right? And again, if they want an attendant, it's $50 added onto that. And then all of those other upgrades I mentioned for the digital package are also there. Same exact price. For us, we do 1 print per session. That's in the form of a 6x4 or 2 of the strips, which basically equals 6x4, right? If they want an extra template option, we are charging an extra, I believe $50 per hour on top of that, because that will mean more prints, and then we'll bump the option up for them to get 2 prints per session. If somebody wants truly unlimited prints, it is an additional $150 per hour. That means they can print as many photos as they like. And what this means for me is I just have to make sure when they do book that I'm putting a fresh roll of paper and ribbon in to get them 500 of the 6x4s or 1,000 of the strips. So I've made a video on that. You guys check the page. I've done the drop off with prints video. And that's basically how we operate the digital and print part. Again, remember, we still do the 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So if they want it, it's an additional $100 for those hours. Now we're going to talk about the trends. So we do glam. I love glam. That's a black and white photo with a white backdrop or a black backdrop. Our going rate for that, like starting off digitally, we're doing $650. That includes the booth, a backdrop, extra lighting. We're doing props at the $50 price point. And then basically those other upgrades that we mentioned for digital, if they want that. Again, attendant would be $50 an hour if they want it, but we do those as a drop off. I know a lot of you have been curious, like, well, Drew, what about the jumbo photo booth strip? We're planning, because I haven't charged anyone yet for this, but the goal is to be at $1,000 for a 2-hour event. Every extra hour, $500 to $400. We're trying to figure out that extra hour. And that includes a photo booth that can print 6x20-inch prints. Really big difference here, you guys. Like when you look at a regular strip to a jumbo strip, you'll see how cool the big one is because it's massive. It's like not that much more money. I think it's like, what is it? Three normal prints at the 5x7 mark to get the 6x20. Again, check that video out if you're interested. The trading card experience. So our goal is to do $1,500 to $2,000 minimum for the trading card experience, and that is at a 2-hour price point, and then $1,000 for every extra hour. We even have a upgrade of, like, I really do push when we communicate to our leads, like we do recommend having an extra hand there. So like if you want to get like the flow of the freaking trading card photo booth experience there, we recommend the extra person because that means that they'll get them faster. I don't do too many trading card experiences, you guys. I'll be real here. It's something nice to know that we have. Done it a few times, but the keychain experience. Let's talk about that. So the keychain experience for us is a drop-off item. So if anyone was doing the print package, we have the keychain station at $500. I know a lot of other people saying they're charging $2,000, but for me, it's a drop-off item. It's literally, you have the cutter, you have the tassels, you have the plastic pieces, and we have a little sheet that says how to use the keychain station and just instructions. I'm even working on a video, which I have to upload it. It's gonna be an iPad we have at that table, that keychain station table, where they can watch me make it just in case they don't understand. But $500, and it's a drop-off item. So let's just say someone books us 5 hours print drop-off, right? Then they can have the keychain station there for the whole time, but they only get 100 keychains. It is $250 for every extra 50 keychains. And what my argument to anyone saying like, hey, you're underpricing yourself, you guys, it's like once you own the cutter, it's like $60 to provide 100 keychains. We're making about 440, maybe $420 after taxes on that. That's an easy upcharge. And again, if they want someone to work the keychain station, it's an extra $50 per hour for that. We have the photo booth pickup. This is my favorite rental. It's the most passive way to make money here. We're doing $200. We'll get you an iPad photo booth with just the photo option on, right? We let our customers come to us, pick up the booth Tuesday to Saturday, then they can drop it off on Monday, but they get a 24-hour activation. This package is bare bones, no template. iPad won't have internet on it. If they want a template, that's a $20 fee, right? If they want an extra template, that is an additional $20 fee added to that. Internet, $20. Extension cord, yeah, I'm charging for that, $20. We also have the boomerang GIF option for a $75 upgrade. The backdrop, we have, I believe, a little bit cheaper, $75 instead of $100 because they're setting it up. And if I don't have to take the time to set something up, I'm gonna pass that discount to the clients. You name it, digital props. We have that as a $50 upgrade. If they want the data, that's a $50 upgrade. We don't do print drop-off yet, just because printing is like super complicated and I'm not really confident in the common person being able to do that. You know, I love the pickup because, you know, again, $50 prop table, you know, those extra fees and all of the extra things that we do offer for the pickup. There's a chance of us making sometimes $400, $450. And I've calculated some of my pickups, like majority of them on average, from the time they call, from the time that I get the photo booth back, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, like on average. So if we're talking about like how much do you make per how much time you spend, sounds crazy, but the photo booth pickup is the way to go. We even offer like post-event prints. So if someone did a drop-off digital, or if they did a pickup digital, we will print the photos for them after the event. And that just depends on how many prints they have. We used to do like flat rate of $150, but now we're just a little bit more flexible on it. And I just want to like 4X my money. So typically we're at like 50 cents per print and all of that. So I believe that's basically it. I don't think I missed anything. I'm just really going off the top of my head here. I know it was like a complicated video and there's a lot going on here. So thank you for watching. And remember, if you guys want to start in the photo booth business, my company, Photo Booth 101, we make the best photo booths. We have the best community of people, which you'll have access to, and you'll have access to me once you get your photo booth from us as a mentor. So thank you for watching. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Take care.